Yo, what's up guys, it's Spicy Benny bringing you another Tuesday Talks. I don't think any of you are going to be surprised by this topic. I'm going to be talking about the whole Keemstar versus Scarce situation. I want to apologize to myself in the future when I'm rewatching this video because I did say I was going to stay out of it, but honestly it's gotten to the point where I need to state my opinion because I just can't believe how this is going. If you don't know what's happening, basically Red Scarce and Keemstar, both of them are news reporters. They've been getting in a giant fight and it's been going on for nearly 2 days straight now by the time I'm doing this video. And it just hasn't stopped. They've been going at it back and forth, and I'm pretty sure we all know who's right here. But basically, it's down to fan base versus fan base, and, logic isn't winning. It's just, who has the bigger fan base is winning. But if you do not know the story, I'm going to put YouTube links to Scarce's video and Keemstar's video, both of their videos in the description so you guys can watch it and be up to date to basically what's happening. Both of their sides, and my opinion is about to start. Let's get into my opinion. This all started with Scarce misreading, I guess, what Keemstar said. Basically, Keemstar replied saying, ha 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 ha. It was a tweet where just this dude was being funny. It was a grandpa joke. My grandpa died because somebody had tweeted, it's a great day to be alive. It was intense as a joke. Keemstar got the joke. When Scarce saw it, and it was honestly easy to misinterpret. When Scarce saw it, he didn't think it was a joke, and he thought Keemstar was making fun of the dude for his grandpa dying, and that was an understandable situation. Scarce even tried to apologize multiple times for misinterpreting it, but no, Keemstar wasn't having that. That's not the point of this argument, though. Basically, continuing off of that, an Obey member named Obey Nix replied, that isn't funny, at which point Keemstar fired back saying, you don't, find things funny, or you're just too overdramatic, something like that, along those lines. At which point, Obey Nix had made a video basically trashing Keemstar's daughter. He was saying that she was gonna grow up to suck dick, and all these horrible things. It honestly was not okay. Nix got a lot of heat for that. He nearly got kicked from Obey. He made an apologizing video, took it down, apologized. Keemstar actually accepted his apology. This is where things start to get weird though. Keemstar started going at the team Obey, calling the team a horrible team for not kicking Nix, and in my opinion, I don't know if Nix should have been kicked or not. It could have went either way, but I trust that the people Obey know what they're doing. After all, Nix did everything in his power to make it up to Keemstar, and so I don't think Keemstar should be mad at the team. But he did start going after the team, and he called them pedophile supporters and whatnot and all that stuff. And then the whole Scarce thing, which I was talking about, basically when Scarce misinterpreted what Keemstar said, Keemstar just got angry at Scarce for that. Because when Scarce reported it in his video, when he was talking about the whole Nix talking about Keemstar's daughter, he did a little chuckle, and it wasn't like a chuckle like he was laughing at what Nix said. If you guys watch Scarce, he does like the little kind of thing when he talks a little bit in like every few sentences. Anybody who watches Scarce would know that. But Keemstar apparently doesn't watch Scarce, even though they're quote-unquote friends, according to Keemstar, or they were. And Keemstar started attacking Scarce, like horrendously attacking Scarce. He was coming at him from everything, saying that, he was like laughing at the fact of what Nix said. He was making fun of Scarce, going off on Scarce. He even made fun of what Scarce looked like 3 years ago in his IRL. In the video that Keemstar uploaded today, it's actually Scarce's IRL from SB 3 years ago in the thumbnail in an attempt to, I guess, make fun of Scarce for what he looked like literally 3 years ago, so that just shows the level of immaturity Keemstar has. And for a full 24 hours, it's just been Keemstar attacking Scarce left and right, calling him a fake friend, finding every random piece of ammunition to fire at Scarce. Honestly, none of it's relevant. I don't remember any of it because it's all disproven by actual facts. And the things that weren't disproven weren't even relevant whatsoever to the situation at hand, so I'm not even going to care to bring them up because, quite frankly, they don't matter to the situation. The situation is as simple as Keemstar thought that Scarce was laughing at, what Nix said, and he wasn't, but if he was, I can understand why Keemstar would be mad, because that'd be pretty fucked up to laugh at what people said about Keemstar's daughter. After all, she's like a completely innocent bystander in this, has done nothing wrong. So I could see where Keemstar is coming from for anger, but Scarce clarified that he wasn't making fun of him, and Scarce even said how much he's had Keemstar's back throughout, the entire time that they've known each other. That's 100% true. If you go back and watch Scarce's video where Keemstar's in, some of the, topics, or yes, Keemstar's getting hate, Scarce has always defended Keemstar. Scarce has always been a good friend and defended Keemstar, even where situations where Keemstar might have been in the wrong a little bit more obviously than others. But no, Scarce decided to be a good friend and stick up for his friend, but Keemstar upset because, for once his fan base wasn't just overpowering a person because it was somebody at the size of Scarce. Just kept going off on Scarce, and he had his whole entire fan base basically go off on him. It got to a level of immaturity and just sick, disgusting, childness, that Keemstar actually first of all, Keemstar accidentally leaked Scarce's Skype. I think it was on stream, I wasn't watching at the time. But a second time, he actually tweeted out Scarce's Skype. Like, he tweeted out his Skype, and as a result of that, Scarce got fucked. Like, Scarce got repeatedly DDoSed, his stream kept going down. I'm sure Scarce is still getting fucked over by that, working on ways to fix it, but his Skype got leaked. He's gonna have to make a new Skype, add all those people. That's just gonna be a giant pain in the ass. It's all because of Keemstar's immaturity. Keemstar's entire basis of the entire argument comes down to, Scarce, you were laughing at what Nick said, at which he wasn't. This is clearly disproven. And honestly, I think Keemstar knows this. I think he knows that he fucked up. I think Keemstar realized early on that he fucked up, but the only issue with that is it's Keemstar. If any of you know Keemstar, I've actually been a fan, well, I was a fan of Keemstar since about 2010 when he was doing what was called the Fag Alliance. It was basically him playing Halo and stuff. Really funny guy. I was watching him during the Bad Kid podcast. Like, I've been watching him for a while. He was the very first person I followed on Twitter. But as I was saying, Keemstar knows he fucked up, but it's come to the point where Keemstar is just transforming the entire situation in an attempt to try to be right, because Keemstar's pride will not let him be wrong. Keemstar has this massive ego about him where he's not allowed to be wrong, and if he thinks that he's wrong, he'll simply use the fact that he has a larger fan base than a person to overpower them. He'll just tweet at them, hate, do whatever he wants, and then he'll do blocked. You know, he'll just block you, whatever, so he can quote-unquote win the argument. That doesn't work and you actually come at him with solid facts, Keemstar will divert the topic and talk about something slightly off topic, but enough on topic that people will think that he's still talking about the same thing. And the thing is, he just yells it too. He'll just talk over the person and yell it to get his point across, and this is going to fluster the other person. And so when the other person gets flustered by this, the people watching the debate are instantly going to assume, oh, Keemstar just made a valid point and he didn't have a response to that. When in reality, Keemstar's just diverting it because he knows he's getting fucked over and he's losing. If you think about that, that says a horrible thing about his character. If he's willing to let his pride come in the way of a friend, somebody who's defending his daughter, somebody, you know, that Keemstar gave life to, and a friend is defending that, he's letting his pride get in the way of that, and he's honestly gonna break a friendship because he's wrong and he doesn't want his pride to admit that, that's just fucked up. That's just fucked up and wrong, and Keemstar, you've got some fucking issues. Keemstar actually tweeted a video where now he's saying to Scarce, you were attacking my daughter. My bad, you were talking shit about my daughter. He literally has escalated the situation on Scarce to saying you were talking shit about my daughter, when in reality all Scarce did was make a common noise that he makes in so many of his videos. Just a little kind of like nervous chuckle, whatever, when he commentaries all the time. He always makes that noise. Keemstar has elevated that little noise he makes while he was defending his friend about somebody talking shit about his daughter. He's turned all of that into Scarce himself saying that he was talking shit about his daughter. You're probably thinking, oh, well that's no big deal, Scarce, honestly just block him. Because the minute you block him, Keemstar has free reign to just turn anybody and anybody into just an obedient slave, because all they're gonna hear is Keemstar's twisted side of the story. And that's just gonna bring like a torrent of hate on Scarce, and nobody wants just a bucket load of hate. Keemstar is, I don't remember how many subs he's at, I think he's nearly 500,000 subscribers, plus all the other channels he had like 2 other 100,000 channels that got shut down, so Keemstar is very successful, has a lot of subscribers. And with Scarce, I think he has like 350,000, but he's not as big as Keemstar. And Keemstar is using the full force of his fan base to full out attack Scarce. He's just attacking Scarce repeatedly, lying to his fans about information so that they'll hate Scarce and they're gonna hate on Scarce because Keemstar was wrong and he doesn't want to admit it. This is nearly 48 hours of just attacking on Scarce and Obey and whatever. The Obey hate, I could say, you know, maybe had it coming to him because of what Nick said. So, you know, that hurt the brand, that's fine. But a full day of just attacking on Scarce because somebody's pride got in the way. You know how damaging that is to somebody's YouTube? And Scarce is a college kid. He needs the money. He works at it. You know, YouTube is probably paying for his college, and college is a bitch to pay for. Do you know how bad that's going to hurt his education, his YouTube channel, his reputation? All because Keemstar's pride got in the way? All because Keemstar's pride literally told him to take away a good friend who was actually defending him because he couldn't be wrong. We could talk hours and hours on end on this, but the bottom line is this. Scarce has done literally nothing wrong. All Scarce is wrong of was defending a friend, and if that's wrong, I don't want to be right. Scarce was defending a friend, and now he's getting shit fury on for it by the person who he was defending. It's honestly fucked up. Keemstar, if for whatever reason you end up watching this video, honestly, dude, get over yourself. That's awesome that you're successful, you're a hilarious guy, I love you, but you're letting your pride destroy you. You're backing yourself into a corner, and it's gonna come to the point, and I think you've realized this right now, where your fan base and your size isn't enough to actually fix the hole you've dug yourself. Everybody is wrong, Keemstar. I've been wrong. Every single person has been wrong. What dictates a person from being, higher up, I guess better than somebody else, is if they're able to admit that they're wrong and move past it. If you admit you're wrong, you're obviously going to get those few internet trolls like, haha, you were wrong, get cancer, faggot, and those idiots, and we all agree that those people are idiots. But at the end of the day, you're still going to get respect because you're able to put aside your own pride, you're able to swallow your ego and say, my name is Keemstar, and I was wrong. So I hope you do that, Keemstar. Or you could keep doing what you're doing, being an immature little child, leaking out someone's Skype, getting them DDoSed, and lying about them, slandering their entire reputation, all because you want to let your pride get in the way and you're not allowed to be wrong. Destroy a friendship, destroy everything, all because of your little ego. That's been a really shortened version of my opinion on this whole bullshit of a situation. Scarce, I'm so sorry you're having to be put through this. And honestly, I've had people say I'm dick riding Scarce or something because, I have an opinion. No, it's the simple fact of somebody's getting attacked and it's just retarded. I've defended Keemstar too in situations where he was getting wrongfully attacked. I've defended countless people when they're getting attacked for something that they didn't do wrong. If they've done nothing wrong, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna defend you for it because you aren't the victim here, or you are the victim. You're the victim of something that you don't deserve, and it's as simple as you deserve to, people to know the truth. It's that simple. Anyways, guys, this whole thing's got me just pissed off. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. My name is Penny. Stay spicy. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If not, whatever. I don't really care. It's just my opinion. You're allowed to think what you want. But yeah, guys, as I already said, my name is Penny. Stay spicy, and I'm out. Peace.